Hayden Hester came to the Carson-Newman football program in 2015 with his heart set on being a member of the defensive line. This season he made a move he did not expect to make, moving over to the offensive line. His journey to the other side of the ball was one that he thought he would never endure again after playing both lines in high school. The same can be said for the injuries he faced, starting with a back injury his freshman year.
I was deadlifting, and I ruptured my L3, L4 disc in my back. So, and went a little bit of that, tried to go with it, but when it happened, I felt a pop when it first happened, and it just started, the pain started going into my leg and everything like that, and that's when, I said, I got to get this checked out. And I tried to play with it, but it wasn't working. It kind of just got worse.
Hester sat out the rest of fall before slowly making his way back into spring practice until he faced a second injury.
And the first week of actual spring practice went good. I was getting back into it, and it was slow, but I was definitely improving every day. And then we had a spring scrimmage that Saturday, and just got rolled up, and then I had to have knee surgery after that. But coming back from that, I was not the same. I was slower, I was weaker. I felt like I would be 100% like that, but it didn't. That's not the way it happened. And I tried to have coaches and trainers tell me that hey, this is normal. Don't be upset about it. This is normal. It just takes time to get back into it.
After sustaining a head injury in his second year, he was able to obtain a second medical red shirt. Heading into his third season with the team, head coach Mike Turner suggested Hester's move to the offensive line. Since joining the unit headed by first-year coaches Kevin Day and Josh Turner, Hester has used his defensive experience to make himself known.
It's hard sometimes for offensive line guys to play with an attitude because they've always just been kind of good guys. That's just kind of the nature of what an offensive lineman is. And you find your best offensive linemen are typically the ones who figured out how to play offensive line like they're playing defense. And coming from defense, he has that and he brings that, and so he's able to have that attitude and that edge.
He's a guy who we all know has been dealing with some injuries and continuing to deal with the pain of some injuries, and he comes out and gives you everything he's got regardless of what's bothering him that day.
While he is a freshman on the field, his junior standing in the classroom highlights the Eagle Scholar as a mature role model for a youthful O-line.
Even though he still has this year and 3 whole more years of eligibility left, he is 21 years old, so he is one of, in the world of college football, one of your older players. So there is some maturity there that he is able to bring to the offensive line, which is much needed, again, because of that side of the ball. In this position, we have so many young guys.
When you have a negative attitude or a negative outlook on things, you tend to bring other people down, and Hayden's kind of the opposite. He's one of those guys that whether it's a success or a failure, he's fixing it, or if it's a success, he's going to do better than that success the next time. So he's always improving, and that brings those other guys along to have that same attitude.
I'm excited to grow, see how I would be if I wouldn't have been hurt. Yeah, sure, it's not going to be the same, but we can make the best out of it.
Hester says he wants to continue to get better while growing spiritually and physically. He also mentions that trainers like Mike Van Bruggen and Matt Cahoon truly helped him through recovery. While the transition has been difficult, it has been worthwhile, saying, quote, "As long as I'm helping toward the goal that we all have, that's all that matters to me." For the Mike Turner Show, I'm Danielle Whaley.